Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about my January favorites. I cannot believe how quick this month has gone. It has seriously flown by so quick. I personally had quite a good month in January and I hope you guys did as well. But this month I am sharing with you guys all of my favorites, and at the moment they are all cosmetic products. So if you guys want to see what I've been loving for the month of January, then just keep watching. So this is basically what I've been using on a daily basis, and I'm going to go in the order of the way that I would apply it. So I'm going to start off with primer, and this is one that I find that I am constantly going back to always, because I know that it's going to work with every single skin type. It's going to go towards every single foundation that I love to wear, and it just is a really good basic primer, and it's from Kat Von D. This is her Lock-It Primer, and it is a really beautiful, lightweight, very hydrating primer. So just for reference, I do have combination to oily skin, so if you are someone who has more of an oilier skin type or combination to oily, please don't be afraid of using hydrating primers. They're going to work just as well for you as someone who has a drier skin type. I just find if you prep your base properly, your foundation just goes on so much nicer, and this kind of primer where it feels like a moisturizer will mix with any foundation that you are currently using, whether if it's water-based or gel-based or cream-based. It doesn't matter what you use, this particular primer will work with every single foundation, which is why I like it so much, because I tend to chop and change between all of my foundations and they're all different textures and finishes. So really enjoy this, and I love the thought that it actually is pushing up the product, so you're going to get every single drop of product out of the packaging as well, and the fact that it is also a push down, so it disperses out of a nozzle. It is super sanitary and so much easier to use. So next is a foundation, and I know that people either love this or hate this, and I have been a lover of this foundation ever since it came out, and it is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. Now for color preference, I am in the shade 240, which is a really nice kind of neutral to warm tone. This is perfect for those who fake tan. I am quite pale at the moment. I am needing to fake tan super bad. I am waiting to get that new Bondi Sands, the Hour Express Tan. If you've tried it, please let me know your thoughts, because I'm going to go pick one up and I'm going to test it out. But when I am fake tanned, I do love this color and this foundation. I typically will go around the 190 when I'm a little bit paler, but this is a really beautiful foundation, and I'm sure that you guys have heard so many reviews on this so far, but if you guys haven't heard much about it, it is a water-based foundation that is a medium to full coverage. It's a really beautiful finish. If you guys have more of an oilier skin type, you will love this. I personally don't have to touch up that much, if at all, when I wear this foundation. If you are someone who has a slightly drier skin type, just make sure that you use something hydrating like the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer underneath it. That way you are prepping your skin really well, because it is a super matte finish. But personally, I'm a massive fan of it. I love how thin it is. I love that it's water-based and that it's super matte, and that I don't have to touch up much throughout the day. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this, and I'm sure if you guys have tried it and you have oilier skin, please do try this and let me know what your thoughts are. So this next product is definitely an oldie but a goodie, and I'm sure a lot of you guys still love this product as much as I do, but I feel like a lot of people haven't really spoken about it, and more so recently because of some other concealers that have come out. But this is something that I am constantly going back towards, because I know how much I love it and how much it works for me, and that is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I use the shade NW20, so it's nice and yellow toned, and it's perfect for those again who fake tan. If you're someone who likes more of a fuller coverage concealer, this is definitely one that I would recommend trying. I've recently discovered on pretty much all of my foundations and concealers, if I can, if it has a lid, I've literally been using this as a palette. So in the morning I'll literally do 2 pumps of this just onto the lid, and that way I'm not messing up my fake tan, I'm not messing up my hands, because this stuff doesn't budge once it's dried. So I've really been enjoying this again. I hate the packaging still. I cannot fathom why they haven't changed their packaging yet, because the pump drives me insane, but the packaging sucks, but the product inside is fantastic, so I will forgive it for that. But I'm sure if you guys have tried this, you know how amazing it is, and they have such a great selection of colors as well. So MAC is one of those brands that just do really great ranges of colors for any skin tone. But yeah, I would totally recommend this if you guys haven't tried it already. It's just a really good product that is going to be a favorite of mine forever. Again, this next product is an oldie but a goodie. I remember when I first picked this product up, I was so excited, and it was kind of like my first like real high-end product that I'd ever purchased before, and this is actually my second one that I am going through right now, and it is the Chanel Cream Bronzer. This is their Soleil Tan de Chanel, and it is so beautiful. I have been wearing this every single day. I just think it is such a beautiful product. If you guys are familiar with, you know, the Benefit Hoola Quickie Stick, it's a very similar color to that, and this is just in like a tub version. So if you guys want to try a new bronzer and you can still get your hands on this, I would totally recommend it. It is a little bit more expensive, but it is definitely a beautiful product that I would totally recommend you guys checking out. I like to use a big kabuki brush with this, and I just like to pat it on where I like it, so pretty much just around this section and just on the sides of the nose. It gives a really nice bronzy kind of matte finish, and it's so beautiful. I just cannot get enough of this stuff. I've fallen completely back in love with it, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of it. I'm going to try to get my hands on another one, but I just love this stuff so much, and if you haven't tried it, definitely give this one a go. If you can still get your hands on it, I would totally recommend it. So the next product is actually a palette, and this is by IT Cosmetics. So this is their My Sculpted Face Contour Palette, and I actually only use 2 shades in this particular palette, but I just cannot get enough of them. They are so nice, and I love the texture of these. They're really soft, and I love to use the light white color underneath the eyes, because I do tend to go a little bit darker underneath the eyes, so anything that's really going to help that highlighted bright kind of look, I'm all for. So I love the white color. It's nice and matte. It doesn't look chalky underneath the eyes. It's just a really nice soft texture, and I just love the finish of it. And I also have been loving this more cool toned contour shade as well. Once I've used the Chanel bronzer, I will pretty much set my face with my regular powder, and then I'll go over with that contour shade just on the actual cheekbones and just a little bit more on the forehead and down the sides of the nose, just to enhance the bronziness. But I really do enjoy this palette, and if IT Cosmetics is a brand that you haven't tried before, I cannot rave about it enough. It is such a good brand. I love their CC cream. It is so fantastic. Their contour palette is fantastic also. I know that they're releasing a lot of new products this year, and I cannot wait to see them in store. It's going to be amazing, but until I see those, I'm still obsessed with this and would recommend it to you guys totally 110%. And another palette that I feel like I must mention because I use it every single day is the Zoeva Caramel Melange. I think that's how you say it. I think I butchered it last time I spoke about this, but it is such a stunning palette. I love, first of all, the packaging is just so delicious. I just cannot get over it, but the colors inside are so stunning. If you are a warm palette person, this is so up your alley. It is just incredible. So you've basically got 6 matte shades, and then you've got 4 shimmers. So typically on a daily basis, I will prime my lids with the white shade, go in with the slightly more warmer taupey shade, and then go in usually with this color here, just on the outer corner and in the crease, and then on the rest of the third part of my eye, I'll go in just with the white shade, and that's literally all I do. Like, it's the only thing that I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. It's super easy, super quick, and I've had so many compliments on that look. Considering how easy it is, I was just like, really? It's so basic. But it's basic and neutral and warm, and that's what everyone seems to be into, so I understand why people are really liking that look. But this palette is so affordable. It's only $39, and the pigmentation and the quality is so top notch. It is something, again, that if you guys haven't tried the Zoeva palette, I would definitely recommend them. This particular one, the matte palette and the cocoa blend, are all my favorites. And the last makeup product that I wanted to mention is a mascara, and I know I have mentioned this in previous months before, but I definitely wanted to mention it one more time just because I have literally been using just this for the last couple of months, and it is a mascara from Tarte, and this is their sweat-proof version mascara, and this is a black brown color, but it looks really black when you put it on the lashes. I know as soon as you open the actual wand, it looks really brown when you look at it, and I think that definitely steers people away from it, but I swear to God, it really does look black on the lashes. It's just not as harsh. So if you are someone who wants to wear a little bit of makeup maybe to the gym, or if you're just doing like a no makeup look, these are really good for that. And I love the brush. It's very, very, very similar, almost exact to the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. So if you like that, you'll love this as well. I love the formula. It doesn't smudge on me at all, and I tend to be very prone to getting panda eyes, so anything that isn't going to smudge on me, I really do enjoy, and I'm not even kidding. I've been using this every single day for the last, I reckon, maybe 2.5 to almost 3 months, and I just cannot get enough of this. I'm definitely going to repurchase this once I'm out of it, but really great mascara. Totally recommend if you guys are after something new, definitely give this one a go. And the last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is actually a podcast that I have been obsessed with, like literally obsessed. I cannot get enough of this at all. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet or not. I think I may have, but it's called The School of Greatness. It is such a fantastic podcast that I cannot recommend to you guys enough. If you are someone who is about self-development, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are just someone who likes to learn a lot of things just on a daily basis, just listening to motivational speakers, this is such a great podcast for you guys to check out. It's ran by a guy called Lewis Howes, and he is so good at interviewing people. He asks the questions that you just want to know that no one else asks, and he is just such a great speaker. He is just so inspirational, honestly. He is just such a good guy to listen to. I'll link the name of it down below so you guys can go check them out. I do listen to them on Spotify, but you can pretty much listen to them on the Spotify app, the podcast app, iTunes. You can pretty much find them anywhere, but definitely I will put that down below so you guys can check it out because it is an amazing podcast. And if you guys have a favorite podcast that you listen to as well, please let me know in the comments down below what it is, because I am so addicted to them right now, and I barely listen to music anymore because I always have one playing in the background literally all day. And that, guys, is everything that I have been loving for the month of January. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what your favorites are in the comments down below. Again, if you have any recommendations for any of your favorite podcasts, please let me know what they are. I would love to listen to them and mention them in a favorites if it is amazing. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.